Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid as gold. My soul code whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My soul code whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
So, it's 6:44 p.m.
On Friday, November 23rd. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
I did.
You had Thanksgiving with friends, right?
I did. I had Thanksgiving with friends. It was fun.
Friendsgiving.
Yeah. Let me just tell you, the food was delicious.
I was going to ask if there was any rosemary on the turkey this year.
Zero rosemary.
That's wonderful. You could enjoy it.
It was great. My stomach did not turn.
That's wonderful news.
So yeah, it was fantastic.
Oh, good.
So yeah.
My Thanksgiving was spent with my family.
Oh, that's nice.
It was very nice. It was wonderful. Just like every year.
How was it?
Oh my gosh. It was so good.
Really? Where'd you go? Your aunt's house?
My mom's.
Oh, okay.
Well, my mom and dad's. It's not just my mom. My dad lives there too.
Wait, did you come home for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Oh.
We got
right,
home
it was yesterday.
Yeah, we got home Wednesday evening.
Today's Black Friday.
And yeah. And so we got home Wednesday. And then yesterday was Thanksgiving.
Yep.
My mom and dad came home from a vacation and got up early in the morning and created a beautiful meal for us.
That's amazing.
My job was pies and rolls. And what did I do? I bought them.
Hey, there's no shame in that game.
Because that's how I work.
Brooke, there is no shame in that game at all.
No, but my parents were appalled when I told them how much I paid. Now, I didn't offer the information up.
Oh, okay.
My mom said, "How much did you pay for this?" And I said, "It doesn't matter what I paid for it." And she said, "You're going to tell me what you paid for that."
Uh-oh.
And I know my mom, I have to tell her. Because, I have to. So I told her, it was $50 for 2 pies and 2 dozen rolls.
I don't think that's too bad.
I don't think that's bad at all. But my mom said...
Where'd you get the pies? Frank's?
Nice Arts.
Oh, hey,
they were really
pies.
good.
Those are good pies.
But my mom said, your grandmother is rolling in her grave right now.
Uh-oh. It would have cost you that much to make the pies.
Well, it wouldn't have, but it would have cost me time
that much to make
and
the
energy.
Pies. Yeah, that you just didn't have.
I just didn't have the time or the energy.
Sometimes, like I said, just like that night that I paid for room service.
You pay for convenience.
It's great to pay for convenience when it absolutely is needed.
Can I tell you that's what I said to my mother?
What did she say?
She said,
absolutely not.
We're in the wrong business then. Next year, we're making pies and selling them.
Oh, okay.
And I said, okay, Mom, that's nice. That you should do that. Also, make sure you upgrade your kitchen.
Yep.
So that when they come and inspect it, it's all,
it has to be what do you call it?
Like a commercial kitchen. Okay. And I know you're not going to charge $18.99 for a pie like these people do because you think that it's highway robbery. So you charge them $10 for the pie. See how quick it's worth it to you. Anyway, we had a lovely Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's great.
And did not shop for Black Friday.
I went shopping.
Oh my gosh, you always do.
It was 11 degrees.
That's too cold.
I needed that iPad, man. Our iPads are obsolete.
Did you go get a new iPad?
I did.
Where?
At Walmart.
Oh. Was it a really good deal? Or
Yeah.
did they give a gift card with it? Or
no, it was a crazy good deal.
Oh.
I got a 32 gigabyte iPad for $250.
That is a good deal.
Yes.
We need to do something about our iPad.
6th generation. So it's brand new.
Oh, that's good. That's brand new.
Yeah, so it was worth it to stand in line for 15 minutes in 11 degrees.
Wow.
That's all I had to do. We walked in. We went. I got rammed in the butt with carts. And
Nice.
I looked at the guy. And you know what he did? He gave me a really creepy look.
Oh, really?
And then he rammed the cart into my butt again. Like hard. Like he meant to do it.
He's an ass.
Like he meant to do it.
He's an ass for hitting your ass.
I went and looked at him like this.
Death stare.
And then he looked at me like this.
That's crazy look.
Yeah.
That's a crazy look right there.
It was like almost like a little tiny bit of a smile. Like that he meant to do it. And it creeped me out. It, like serial killer vibes right there. That's what I felt.
Ooh.
I got the hell out of Dodge. That's faux show.
But not until you got that iPad.
Yeah, I went and got the iPad first.
The only Black Friday shopping I did
and I got
today-
Sharpies.
Oh, nice.
You know, for my plates.
The only shopping I did today was online, and it was for myself.
Hey.
I went
That's
and
kind of shopping.
yeah, I bought a couple Kylie lip kits.
Oh, fun.
They were 40% off.
Fun. I want to. Can I try it?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're actually really reasonably priced when they're 40% off.
Hey, I wouldn't wear lipstick, but I'd like to see if this Kylie stuff would do the job that needs to be done.
Job. You know how I knew that they were? One of our friends, Haley.
Oh, Haley, that's right. She got them.
She posted about it. And I was like, oh man, 40% off. That's a great deal.
Haley, you're cool.
And it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I had woken up and I was on my phone because that's what I do.
Oh, hey.
And I saw it and I was like, oh, I should probably go look before they sell out of colors.
Yeah.
Because like she'll sell out of colors.
Right.
And unfortunately, the one that I really wanted was sold out. But I got a couple others. So we'll see. I'll let you try them.
I'm excited.
See what you
I'm
think.
excited for you.
Thanks.
So we should probably intro. Let's do it.
And have a sip of that Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I refuse to call it Dunkin'.
Remember when we were talking about donuts? Kevin let me know when I was editing the episode. He just wanted to let me know that they are no longer Dunkin' Donuts. But as you will see on the cup, it still says Dunkin' Donuts on the
I think
cup.
yours says Dunkin'.
Oh, for the love of everything. Yeah, it just says Dunkin'.
But mine says Dunkin' Donuts. I think they're probably trying to get out of this.
They're trying to get out of the donuts
They're,
business.
Well, I think they're just getting rid of these cups.
Oh, the styrofoam.
I like the styrofoam cup. Sorry.
You can recycle them.
They are recyclable. It does say on here, I think. It also says do not microwave. Tell that to my coworkers.
All right, let's intro.
Julie intro.
All right. This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever. And if this is your first time listening,
Hello, welcome.
hey!
But
And it's
you
a block
forgot-
party.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the block party.
We ain't leaving out nobody. Hey, 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 hey.
So we've been mixing it up a lot lately.
Yeah.
Like, we'll do like 3 block parties in a row because cruise. And
Hello.
then not. And then now here's another one. So like, I'm kind of all over the place, but
I'm excited about the block party this week.
me too.
You know?
Know what I'm saying?
You know what else I'm excited about?
Um,
That this episode
is brought to you by Christina.
Yeah.
Thanks, Christina, for being one of our $25 Patreon peeps
Thank you.
and sponsoring this episode.
We appreciate you, and we appreciate everyone.
All of our Patreon peeps and listeners.
Oh, if you would like to become a Patreon patron, you can do so by going to my so-called whatever. Nope.
Well, they can get there that
That's
way.
right. Or you can go to Patreon. That's patreon.com/my so-called whatever. You can go there. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I have been really trying. I'm really popping my peas today too, by the way.
Popping those peas.
I have not sent out the mailers yet.
But they're all in the works because I can see them
Yes,
from where I'm
they're
sitting.
all in the works. I had an issue with the bracelets that I wasn't aware, and I had to get more. And then I was like, well, I may as well send them all at the same time.
Right.
I'm just being a weirdo. I should have just sent the other ones, and then I just didn't want people to like not get them and then like get them 2 weeks later and be like, well, why did I get mine 2 weeks later?
Right.
So I hope you guys forgive me.
Consistency.
Right.
Continuity.
Please forgive me. I don't know what I do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you.
Can't stop
Loving you.
So
That was really good.
if you, that was great.
I love Bryan Adams.
Me too. So if you cannot or wish not to be a Patreon,
And
Pete,
that's fine.
that is A-okay.
We're okay with that.
You know what you can do?
Here's what you can do.
You can go over to iTunes and rate and review us. 5 stars.
Hey.
5 stars, and then write a little blurb.
And that we'd appreciate that.
Very much.
And you know what else we failed to mention? Our podcast, every week we shift back and forth. Oh, we already talked about that.
No, I don't think we did.
Like we shift back 80s and 90s. We do like an 80s and 90s topic, and then we'll do a block party topic. And like Brooke was saying before, we've done a bunch of block parties because of the cruise.
Right.
So we're getting back into the format, but we might mess up every once in a while. Not that we're messing up. We might like deviate from the format.
Right. And I think that we clearly label what, kind of what is what.
Right.
But it's a block party because it will say block party.
Right.
This one is a block party. If you don't know what that means, it is a New Kids on the Block party because we are an 80s and 90s nostalgia and New Kids on the Block podcast.
That is right. I'm worried about getting text messages during this episode. I can't really turn it off because if I go do not disturb, I will miss phone calls.
Right.
Oh, it's fine.
No. I don't know who that's from. Because I don't have it saved in my phone.
It's from Kelly.
Oh, okay. I'm going to save that on my phone.
Okay.
Not now, though. Yeah, I think it's fine if it dings every once in a while. I was listening to a podcast the other day and they kept getting dings and it didn't bother me one bit.
Hey, okay.
So, it is what it is. We're just going to tell you right now, you might hear some dings.
You might hear some dings.
But one thing you won't hear, paper shuffling.
No.
Because you know why?
Because we don't do that anymore.
No, we were schooled. Way back in the day.
Every time I'm shuffling. No, that's what the fox say.
Oh, yeah. What does the fox say? Ding, 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 ding. So, I think that we have something that we need to talk about.
Let's give them something to talk about.
There's an elephant in the room.
There's a big elephant in the room.
Huge.
It's like pushing me towards the walls.
It is so big and so massive. And no, it's not Dumbo in that theatrical trailer that was released.
No, sad.
That
Dumbo looks so sad.
can't talk about it. It's a different elephant.
I'll give you a second to compose yourself.
Composed.
Okay.
That elephant is a message we received that you all heard.
We dropped that. Boom.
Because there was no intro needed.
No.
When Donnie speaks,
Hello, Donnie.
we listen.
You are the captain, after all.
After all, you absolutely are. You're the captain of the ship, our ship.
Yep.
Any ship, spaceship, boat ship, all ships.
Spaceship. Did you say spaceship?
I did.
Sailboat.
All of them. Paddle boat. Canoe.
Yacht.
Raft.
I'm done.
Okay.
I can't think of any more boats. Oh, kayak.
Yeah, kayak.
You are the captain.
Nice.
Oh, captain, my captain.
Captain of the Boston Whaler.
Okay. Oh, duck boats.
So, yeah, that happened.
Yes, and it was really him.
It was really him.
Yeah. So for you, that
For those that were like,
is
was
it
that
really,
really him? Really?
It was really him. So
Oh, Captain. My Captain.
goodness gracious, Donnie Wahlberg.
So you are a national treasure, Donnie Wahlberg.
Yep. So should we talk about when we received the message?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? What went down?
Let's talk about it. You tell us how you remember it.
Okay. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Because it may have been yesterday.
Yeah. So I had just gotten back. We were on vacation. I was away with the kids and Kevin. And we had gotten back to the hotel and I was exhausted. Like, exhausted. Like, and I had been texting back and forth with Maria, who was at an event that Donnie was also at. And she had stopped texting me. Do you remember that? And I was like, I've been trying to get a hold of Maria. I don't know where she is. And I didn't, like, it was just, she was at an event and I just was, like, excited to see if she had talked to him. Like,
yeah.
Or got to sit with him or whatever.
Right.
So, I had been texting her like, hey, are you near him? You know, and it was like radio silence, which is fine. I mean,
yeah.
like,
You're busy.
I wasn't like, oh, Maria not getting back to me. What's up with that?
Right.
You know? So, long story short, all of a sudden, like, I get ready for bed. I get into my night clothes. And I'm getting a FaceTime from Maria.
Yes.
And I think she asked me, and, like, I could hear other people in the background, like Jenny and Rod were in the background, and Jackie. And they were like, there was commotion. There was lots of commotion.
But yes.
And Maria's like, are you sitting down? And I lost it.
Lost your ever-loving mind.
Yes, I did. I was like, what? Like, I did the whole, what?
Maria, what?
And she was like, you need to check your messages. And I'm like, what? Why? And I'm screaming. Kevin's like, we're going to get kicked out of the hotel.
Oh my gosh.
I woke up the
I
kids.
remember. Oh my God. I remember this.
Woke up the kids.
I remember you telling me this. I had forgotten.
And we had to get up early in the morning.
Yep.
Woke everybody up.
Yep.
I get on because I was working. Like, so I had my computer there. So I get on my computer and I'm like FaceTiming still. And I press play on the message. And all of a sudden, it's Donnie freaking Wahlberg on a message.
Oh my gosh.
Leaving a message for us. It's Donnie Wahlberg. And I lost it. Like, I absolutely lost it. I was crying. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, we need to call Brooke. Like, right now. Like,
Right.
we need to call her right this second. And so we ended up calling you.
I was home.
Yes.
I don't remember much. I remember screaming, like freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, I remember you freaking out.
Again.
And I couldn't
Multiple times.
understand. Initially, I couldn't understand what was going on. And then you said something about a message. Like, message in Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah.
So I went and I got the message on my phone and I listened to it and I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
No.
Like, I knew it was him.
Right.
Couldn't believe it.
Right.
Still can't really believe it in
No.
a way.
No. Like, I'm like freaking out.
Yeah. And every time I listen to it, I freak out. Like, a little bit inside. And I don't freak out,
Yeah.
but a little bit inside. Like, my heart goes. "Boo-doo-doo-doo." It's just doing it right now. "Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo."
So, like, we both, seriously, it was such a moment. It was such a great moment.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we got to share it with Maria and Jackie and Jenny and Rod was even cooler.
Yeah.
Because we were all on FaceTime and, like, they were, I mean, Maria, so what we didn't hear was Maria is a freaking national treasure.
She
Let me
really
just
is.
say, she is like 100% in it to win it. She's like podcast, go, 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 go.
She's like balls to the wall.
She really is. She's our like little promoter. Big
Right.
promoter.
And that's the thing, like, unofficial.
Right. She's official now.
I mean, she does it for the love of friendship. And
she does.
And the podcast, and it's amazing.
Right. It's so amazing. So she took it upon herself to call the hotline and ask Donnie to leave a message.
Right.
And he's like, okay. So she had no idea what he was going. All she said was, "Will you leave a message?"
Right.
This is Nikki and Brooke. They're from the podcast, My So-Called Whatever. Will you leave a message? She said nothing.
That's all she said.
She said nothing about, like, will you go on the podcast? Nothing like that. She didn't say that. She just said, will you leave a message? And so he left the message, and he said what he said.
That's amazing. You're wearing eyeliner.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very nice.
Thank you.
It looks very natural.
Does it?
Yeah. But it looks good.
Thank you. I would prefer it to be a black brown instead of a brown.
Yeah.
But I've been just practicing.
Where'd you get it?
Wish.
Did you see that video of the eyebrows? The girl with the eyebrows from Wish?
No.
Oh. It was supposed to tint her eyebrows.
Did I tell you about the stuff that I put on my eyebrows?
No.
You didn't see that text message? I put stuff on my eyebrows.
Oh, I did see that. But
And it started to dye.
yeah.
I had to wash it and scrub it, and I lost eyebrows.
Was it from Wish?
Yes.
If you look up
Wish eyebrows?
girl with eyebrows Wish.
Uh-oh.
Or eyebrow girl Wish.
Honestly,
Look 'em up.
I did it.
Her eyebrows are gone.
What?
Gone. She put it on just to tint her eyebrows, and she went to wipe it off.
And her eyebrows fell off?
And she's like, where the fuck are my eyebrows?
No, stop it right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Cut it out.
Yeah. I died laughing. I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh, my
I felt bad
gosh.
for her, but
So that was our Donnie Wahlberg
message.
experience.
Yeah. So
I hope it may not have been, I mean, we freaked the hell out, you guys. We freaked the hell out.
we did.
We freaked the hell out. Like, we just freaked out.
And
Freaked out.
freaked out. Yep. And it was amazing, and it's still amazing. So
There
we
was
have
some
things in the works.
what's, and there was some screams, and there was some all kinds of stuff.
Like, what the hell's going on?
Seriously.
Like what the hell is going on?
Like, is this really happening?
Like, I remember Nikki saying, Brooke, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
What the hell? What in the? Is this real life? But,
Did I say that too?
yes.
Okay.
Is this real life?
And you kept saying, but okay, let me just listen to. Then you listen to it again.
Right. Like, I needed to listen to it. And even now, like, I listen to it and I'm like,
Is this real life?
what the hell? It's amazing. So,
Thank you, Donnie.
thank you, Donnie. So, needless to say, or maybe we should say, things are in the works,
Things are in motion.
but nothing that we can really speak to at this point.
Right. So you'll be hearing from us soon.
In regards to that.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, you're hearing from us now,
Yeah.
but
So
hopefully we'll all be hearing from Donnie soon.
yeah, hopefully.
So, yay.
So yay.
So we should want to get into some stories?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, sounds good. Do you want to read or do you want me to read?
I'll read this one.
Okay, sounds good.
So this story is from Mindy, and I have to say, Mindy submitted this story a long time ago. I was awaiting
Yeah.
photos, and then it just kind of got lost in the shuffle. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it because it definitely needs to be read.
It's been a while.
So here it goes. Hi, you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm Joey's Cocoa Pop. I finally got the chance to listen to a couple of your podcasts late last night. If I get a chance, I will listen to a couple more today. Anyway, am I recording?
Yeah.
You sure?
251.
Okay,
52.
cool. Okay. Anyway, I just thought I'd share my story now and how I became a part of the NKOTB fam. I was in second grade. It was the fall of 1988, and this girl in my class had the Hangin' Tough cassette album. She brought it to school almost every day along with her cassette player. I remember those days.
Me too.
Playing outside at Mary Snow School.
Sitting on the stoop
And somebody would bring their...
with the boombox.
They'd bring their boombox. We'd listen to the stuff, play a little floor square.
Yes, so fun.
Play a little whatever that tetherball.
Did you ever play the game where I know you didn't play it.
What?
I don't know anybody that did, but like me and two other people.
What?
Where you put like food in a puddle.
What?
And then dare somebody to eat it.
Oh, that's gross. No, I wouldn't do that.
Totally played that game.
Did somebody do it?
Yes.
Who?
I don't want to say out loud They might be listening. And I don't want to incriminate them.
Somebody ate the food that was in a puddle.
Specifically pistachios.
Ew.
Like we would take it, like save it from lunch, and this was recess after lunch, and put it in a puddle, and then
that you don't know what
dare
that
each
puddle
other to
had
eat
been.
it. Who knows what was in the puddle? Could have been pee. Ew. But they ate it.
Gross. Could have been worms.
Uh-huh.
That's gross. That's pretty gross.
I told you never played that game.
Nope, never played that game. I did play the whole thing where I was on the bus and I'd get those. And somebody else had done that.
I saw that.
I was like, yes, it was Stephanie.
Yeah.
It was Stephanie. She had done, and I was like, yes. Entrepreneur, I tell you. Okay. She'd play it at recess and during activity time. I didn't really look at the album cover, so I didn't have a clue who those guys were. LOL. I always enjoyed listening to it with her along with a few other girls, but not once did I even think about finding out who it was we were listening to almost every day. It wasn't until the spring of 1989 when I finally found out who the guys were. We got MTV for the first time. The very first video I saw was The Right Stuff. For about maybe a month, I liked Jordan. But I thought his name was John at first. So did Amy's mom.
Yes. Yes, she did.
A few people tried to tell Amy. I'm sorry. Every
that
time.
That makes me laugh.
Every time. Doop-de-doo. A few people tried to tell me which Knight brother, which was which, but I wouldn't listen. LOL. It wasn't until third grade when a boy was looking through another girl's magazine one day and saw a poster of them with their names when I finally saw that I really did get their names mixed up. But anyways, Jordan's rat tail turned me off big time. I hated that hairstyle. I'd always pretend like he didn't really have it. I thought that a rat tail looked dumb on anyone who had one. After a while, I don't know why, but I started to like Joey Joe. What it was that made me like him, I don't know to this day. I'm not sure if it was his baby blue eyes, his singing voice, or what. He's been my fave NKOTB guy, minus the years when I stopped listening to NKOTB because everyone else did, since the spring of 1989. Yeah, like the end of summer 91 was when I threw out all of my NKOTB stuff because I didn't want to get made fun of for still being into them. Oh,
sad.
I don't think anybody really gave us a hard time for still being into them. And I got props in middle school for my New Kids on the Block locker mirror.
I remember a couple of the boys in 5th grade would make fun of New Kids, but they didn't make fun of me for liking them.
No.
They just made fun of them because they were jealous.
Right.
That's what I said.
They didn't have those dance moves.
I remember saying to them, "You are just jealous. You're jealous."
Ooh. Actually, did you know that's blue?
When I got that text from you the other day, I laughed.
Really wish I had never done that, though. Don't know why some people stopped liking them anyway. It was so weird that all the girls in my class who were so into them didn't want anything to do with them anymore. The summer of 96, I finally decided that I really didn't give a crap if anyone made fun of me for still being into them. So I bought their Hangin' Tough and Step by Step cassette albums and have been a true blockhead since. You go! Summer 96.
You go, girl.
That's when I said do you remember this? So 98, I was a senior. I was on the basketball team. You guys know this already. And we got to pick one song that we could put on the mixtape.
Like your warm-up mix or something.
Guess what I picked?
You picked some New Kids.
I picked some New Kids. I picked some Hangin' Tough. And so they played a little Hangin' Tough. I think I really wanted Step by Step.
Yeah.
But I got outvoted.
Oh.
Yeah. Or I actually think maybe it was, I wanted Call It What You Want, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that's probably what I want. Call it what you want, baby. Girl, I call it love.
I
can tell you've been watching me. Girl, I've been watching you too. Jordan, I hope you're not listening to this one.
Oh, I hope he is.
Yeah, but then he's going to be like, that girl.
Didn't like my rat tail.
No, that girl singing that song.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
She needs to stop.
I think he would be
I'm
flattered.
gonna be honest. I love the rat tails.
I did too.
I want to run my fingers through it.
When my brother cut the doll's rat tail off,
Oh,
I cried.
did you know
I cried.
Kim's husband, my sister's husband, Gus, he had a little rat tail.
I believe it.
And their friend Sean, who was like dreamy,
Yeah.
he had a rat tail too. He sang at his wedding. He sang to his wife.
Oh.
Yeah, they got a divorce, though. It's cool.
Oh.
But that's why my sister told me that I couldn't use the song "When I Was a Younger Man."
Is that what he sang?
Yeah, he sang it.
Did he have a rat tail then?
Probably.
Yeah.
He probably also wore like a hot pink cummerbund,
Nice.
just like Ken.
Oh, Ken.
Okay, sorry, Mindy. This is what we do. I was also into a number of boy bands in high school, such as Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, 98 Degrees, and many others that aren't even around anymore. How about a little Five? Do you like Five? A little BB Mac? A little Take That?
Yes.
Want you back for good. There were so many boy bands to choose from. I never forgot about our bros NKOTB though. I put on one of their CDs whenever I was in the mood. I remember hoping that one day NKOTB would get back together. I thought maybe I'd be married with kids if they ever got back together. Well, I'm not married, but do have a wonderful boyfriend and no kids. It's all good though. Not sure if I would have been able to go to 12 concerts, 7 meet and greets, and 2 cruises being married with children. Whoa! That's a lot of concerts.
That is. That's awesome.
7 meet and greets. I'm jealous. Ooh. Never thought my dream of meeting them and going to their concerts would come true in my adult years. And I've always said I'd never go on cruises because it's too expensive. I thought it was better just to save up for meet and greets. All that changed last year. Went on my first cruise with one of my BFFs, and it was her first as well. It was only supposed to be a one-time thing, but after having so much fun, I just had to go again this year. This time I'm going solo because my BFF chose to save up for a meet and greet, and none of my other blockhead peeps had any money saved, so it's all good though. I know I'll meet some awesome drama-free BHs. Wish it were October already. I'm ready for a stress-free. I'm ready for a stress-free weekend, and I would have to say that actually she's been on 3 cruises because she was just on this one,
Right.
And I'm pretty sure I saw her, but it was like one of those things like I didn't know if she knew who I was, so because like I follow her,
Yeah.
and so I was gonna be like, hey, but then I was like, that's weird because she probably doesn't know who I am.
Well, be like you were talking, like you said before.
Oh,
you
wait.
look at somebody and you're like,
I know them.
hey.
That's what I do, and then they're like, ooh.
Who are you?
Okay, I think I will stop there. I'll probably be submitting more stories in the future along with some pics. Please do. Too bad I don't have any old school pics. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Mindy.
I like that, Mindy.
Thank you, Mindy.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Sorry it took so long to get to that story.
Yeah, no
I don't really know
kidding.
what happened to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just got, like, lost in the mix.
I was waiting for pics. And then it just kind of got, you know what I mean? Because I asked her if she wanted
Right.
to submit any pictures. So, all right. Let's see here.
I just got an update from my mother on my child.
Oh, yes.
She's insisting on watching Inside Edition.
Okay, I used to like mother like daughter.
So I wrote, she is. Why? That's weird. And my mom wrote, yes, I don't know. It was on and I turned the station, but she bugged until I turned it back. Is it like when I used to watch hard copy? I loved hard copy. Let's do it. Here we go. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. So this is from Christina. Yay. Hey, Christina.
I'm excited to hear the story.
How you doing? Hi, Nikki and Brooke. First, let me say how much I love you and your podcast and the MSCW community. Keep it up, ladies, because you're doing awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
I saw a compilation video of clips from the live autographs that NKOTB circulating on social media. Lately. So I thought that I would share the story of my Joey McIntyre live autograph. It was late January 2009. New Kids on the Block had reunited in 2008. I had finally gotten to see them live in concert. My parents wouldn't let me go back in the day. Not only had I seen them live in concert 3 times now, but I had also gotten to meet them.
Wait, you got to meet them? Like in 2008. That's cool.
That is cool. My inner 15-year-old was in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
But there was this fear that this might only be a short-lived reunion and the guys would go their separate ways again. Brooke, that was a little JK reference for you. Wink, wink. So when New Kids on the Block announced in 2009 that they had teamed up with Live Autographs, I was like, take all of my money. I wanted to experience every possible NKOTB related thing that I could while this awesome reunion lasted. Who knew at the time I would still be going strong 10 years later? Forgive my bad memory, but I think you could order one from each of the guys individually.
What?
I just did a search online and found a link to a fan page that had the information on what was included in the live autographs and the process, which I'm including below.
That's so cool.
There were different prices depending on what you had them autograph for you. So basically, you got a personalized video from one member of NKOTB of your choosing and an autographed item signed by all of them.
That's freaking crazy.
That's amazing.
Where was I?
For
what
real.
What was I doing?
I don't know. Were you having
And why?
babies?
Yeah.
I think you were having babies.
Yeah. Well, I already had a baby.
But I think you were having...
2007. I had babies. I had 2 babies.
You had 2 babies in 07?
Well, I had... Bryn was 05 and
Brody was 07. So you had little ones.
Yeah.
So... And were you in school still? You were busy.
Oh my gosh, yes. I was full-time
You were a
student.
full-time student and full-time
And full-time work.
employee.
Yep, at Bangor Daily.
Yeah.
Yep. At the newspaper. I was getting out the news.
I attached a link to a couple of ads for the live autograph. Being a longtime Joey girl, I, of course, ordered a Joy McIntyre live autograph. Also being a longtime Face the Music fan, I thought this would be a great opportunity to get Joe to sing one of my favorite songs from that album. The song is I'll Still Be Loving You. All you Joe girls out there will understand why I love this song. Because I knew that Joe hadn't sung this song in a while, I included the lyrics in my live autograph message request. I placed my order and waited. In July 2009, we got an update stating that the guys would be recording the live autographs on July 10th. If I remember correctly, John was sick or something the day they recorded the live autograph, so the John girls got a video with the other members in it. I thought that was a nice gesture to try to make up for them not getting John. Finally, on July 18th, I got an email stating that my live autograph was ready to view.
Oh my gosh.
I followed the directions in the email and couldn't access my video. I had to email the company and they sent me a new link that worked. Joe is so cute in the video. I love hearing him say my name. Of course, he didn't remember how I'll Still Be Loving You goes, except for the title line.
That's too funny.
I know, but I appreciated his effort. I've attached a link to the video of my live autograph. I've also attached pictures of the autograph poster from all the guys.
This is
Love
so
you guys.
cool.
See you on the boat, Christina. And we did see you on the boat.
Yes, and we hung out.
Yeah, we did.
So where's the Joe autograph right here? Should we watch it real quick?
Let's watch it. I'm
Okay,
excited.
so we're going to play it so you guys can hear it.
Hi, Christina. It's Joey McIntyre here. You wanted me to sing a song, and I have to be honest. I really kind of forget it. I'll still be loving you, girl. That's all I remember, but I kind of remember it, but without listening to it. It's been a long time. I haven't heard that album in a little bit, but I could say that, till the mountains tumble down, till the stars fall from the sky, till the seas all run dry, I'll still be loving you. That's right. So, hope that was enough.
That was enough for me, Joe. That
was awesome.
That was enough for me.
That was awesome.
Wow. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you so much,
And you
Christina.
guys, we'll link to those videos on our website, so you guys
You don't want to miss it.
No, you don't want to miss it. You're going to want to see them, and we'll link to the website too, so you guys can take a look at what the live autographs were all about if you don't know about them.
Totally.
That was awesome. That was freaking amazing.
I know.
I love hearing little tidbits like that.
I know.
Like, I'm going to put it out here. I'm going to put it out there right now. Anybody who was on the Donnie Wahlberg bus trip,
Yes.
I want to hear stories. I know
Yes.
that you guys are out there. I want to hear them. I
Yeah.
want to hear those stories.
I was thinking about that the other day, actually.
Were you really?
I was, randomly. And I thought, like, I want to know more about that. Like, I want to hear about that.
I want Donnie to do that now.
Me too. Can you imagine?
I mean, he kind of did, like, with his thing that he did. Well,
Right,
I
but
mean, But like, could you imagine?
I feel like,
Could you even imagine?
yeah.
Could you even imagine?
Whoa.
The whoa was right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you. Love you.
And thank you, Mindy, too. I don't know if we said it, but thank you.
We did.
Okay. So I have got, I am so excited about reading this. I'm so excited. I have got Stacie and her Joe interview from 2007.
Whoa.
How you doing, 2007, Joe? How you doing? Hey.
Hey, hey.
Look at those eyes.
Look at those baby
The bluest
blues.
of blue.
Look at those eyebrows. He's
Hey.
got some strong brows.
He does have some strong brows. I like that in a man. Some nice strong brows.
Yep.
Poor Bryn has Kevin's strong brows.
I always had very strong brows. I wish somebody had told me when I was younger, maybe you should get those waxed.
Me too. I had some very strong brows. So probably Bryn got my strong brows too. And now I don't.
No, you
They're
don't.
gone. Because I wax them so much.
She gone.
They are gone. Now I wish I had a little bit more brow. But they're gone.
I like your brows.
Oh, thanks.
But
What?
don't ever try
Oh,
that stuff from
Okay,
Wish.
so let me just tell you guys something real quick. And then I'll get into Stacie's story. I am addicted to Wish. I think we've already discussed this. I'm so addicted to Wish. I decided to try this eyebrow pencil thing. And so I went and I took it and I was like coloring in because I've never colored in my brows before. I colored them in and all of a sudden it started changing color. Like it changed color to like from a dark brown to like a burnt sienna. Like an orangey brown.
Yeah.
And they looked like clown eyebrows. Like legit clown eyebrows, guys. And was
it eyebrow tint or was it like a pencil?
it was like a eyebrow pencil, but it was like,
It was the wrong color.
yeah, it was. But then you guys, I couldn't get it off and it was waterproof.
Oh.
I
Oh,
scrubbed,
man.
and when I scrubbed, my eyebrows were falling out.
I have the eyebrow stuff for you.
You do?
I do. I know exactly what you need.
Okay.
So I will show you.
Okay. So anyway, long story short, I ended up taking eye makeup remover, and that took it off. Thank God.
Burnt sienna.
But then I texted you guys, because I texted you and Maria and Jackie. I'm like, trying new things. I don't know if I'm going to try new things anymore. Because that was Bad News Bears. But Brooke had a story about some girl on YouTube.
You guys have seen it, I'm sure. Like, it's a viral video.
Okay, so this is Stacie's story. Joe interview 2007. In 2006, I went to a concert with my son Andrew, who was 10. One of the bands called him on stage, and his picture was in their MySpace page by a woman who was there doing photography. I emailed her and got a link to more pics. She offered to take any down that had Andrew in them, but that wasn't necessary. I asked her a bit about how she got into doing band photography, and she gave me the rundown. She said if I could set up an interview with the band I was there to see, that I had a job. Long story short, I booked the band for an interview and 2 others on tour with them. When Joe released his album of Old Standards, hey, I like that album, I jumped at the chance to interview him. I was granted an interview. I wanted an in-person interview. It was a phone interview, but I was okay with that. I did my internet sleuthing and went to a fan message board to ask what people wanted to know. Most of the ladies asked if he was coming to insert town, city, and state or country. Some were in the know and wanted to know how he felt about a new group Maurice Starr was putting together out of Florida. Interview day came. I set up my recorder to capture the call. My house phone rang. His name popped up. Holy shit. Joe Mack was calling me. Talking to him was surreal. I felt 17 again. I can't even imagine.
When you see that on your caller ID, when you see
I'd go, do I pick it up?
McIntyre,
Do I pick it up?
Joseph on your
What?
caller ID.
What? Do I pick it up, bro?
Well, of course you do. What?
Remember what I said when do we answer?
Yes. Yes, we do.
In 1991, I got through to Jammin' 94.5 in Boston. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did. And got to ask him a question on the air. What solo songs will you be singing at Sullivan Stadium? I think I died right then and there when I heard his voice on the other end. This time, I was an adult, and my fangirl squealing was suppressed. Mine would not be. Just have to say.
You'd be able to hold your composure.
You think so?
Yes. You grown. You could do it.
Okay. I had done a few interviews over the last year, so I wasn't nervous. I was professional and asked my written questions. He got another call on the other line and asked if he could call back. My heart sank. I didn't think he would call back, but he did. Again, my phone rang and his name popped up. You can read the interview here. So you guys go on our website. There is a link and make sure you click on that because you can see the interview. The night of the show, I had a photo pass linked to pictures that should be in the interview. The night of the show, I had a photo pass. I got there and the line to get in was crazy long. I went inside and checked in. I was ushered in by a tour manager and was told I was Joe's special guest and could sit in a special section that was roped off. Are you for real? Are you for real? That's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Special guest. Coming through.
Oh, don't worry. I'm Joe's special guest.
My
name is Stacie, Joe's special guest.
Joe's special guest? I'm his special guest.
I'm Joe's special
I get to
guest.
go in his roped off area.
I am going to sit there and I'm going to watch the show.
In his roped off area.
Good Lord.
That's so cool.
That is awesome.
Stacie, you're cool.
Can I be Joe's special guest?
I say yes, but I don't know what he says. We'll have to check with him.
Joe, can I be your special guest? I asked if I could meet Joe and take a couple pictures of us together for the website. He tells me to meet him after the show by the bus. What? I thought the family section was way too far from the stage, even though the venue, Paradise Rock Club, is tiny, and it really wasn't far at all. I get myself a drink at the bar in an empty club and sit in the front effing row. Doors open and fans rush in. A gal and her friend sit next to me. We chat prior to the show, and I tell them about my secret about going to the bus after the show. Uh-oh. That might turn into pandemonium.
Ruh-roh.
We become fast squealing friends before, during, and after the show. I get up and roam the venue to take photos and spot Joe's family and Jordan in the section I have access to. What? I stay for a moment as the show ends and brush shoulders with Jordan. OMG. We head to the bus after the show. Waiting. Who comes out? Jordan. No one pays a moment of attention. He snuck out through the side door, so we holler his name. He stops and takes some pictures, and then he walks off down Commonwealth Avenue. We meet Joe after the bus and take some pictures. That was our night. That gal has become one of my besties. Her name is Bonnie. We bonded over NKOTB, but have celebrated our 40th birthdays with each other. Gone to multiple concerts, bought cologne to get a meet and greet with Joe at Macy's in Boston. Gone to Joe's private show after the tree lighting. Holy shit, that was awesome. Groped Donnie at Fenway Park and many other memorable moments. This year she'll be joining me for her first cruise. Oh,
nice.
I can't wait to share this trip with her and meet others from MSCW. Oh my God, it's Stacie. We met Stacie.
Where?
We met her at... She's the one from Massachusetts. She's the one that flew out of... She had like a...
Out of Worcester.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
It
clicked when we saw your photo.
Clicked. This is amazing.
It's all full circle.
Yeah, so we got to meet Stacie.
Yeah.
This is great. This was a great story. Thank you for sharing it.
It's an awesome story. And I like that picture.
I do too.
It's a great picture.
How you doing, Joe?
And I can't wait to read that interview.
I can't either. Actually, I already did.
I have not, so I will read it. And you can read it too by going to our website and clicking on the link.
It's going to be there. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Stacie. That was awesome.
Thank you. That was awesome.
All right, here's the next one from Wendy. Wendy writes, "Hi, here's my little story about when I met Jordan. I was 13 years old and it was the summer of 1990 and NKOTB was playing at Lake Compounds in Bristol, Connecticut. I heard
a lot of people. I'm going to just say this.
I know.
This Lake Compounds show.
I have never heard of Lake Compounds
Me
until
either.
this podcast.
Me either.
Ever.
And everybody was there. Except for Nikki and Brooke.
We were not there.
No, but Amy was there.
She was.
She saw Donnie on a motorcycle.
Thank goodness for that.
I know, right?
Thank goodness for that.
Right? Right?
Jeez.
Thank you, Amy, for that story.
I heard on the radio station that 96.5 was having a banner contest. So my brother-in-law, who is very good at drawing, wanted to help me make it.
Oh, cool.
We used a bed sheet with 2 poles on each side to hold it up and drew with neon paint. My sisters, who are twins, 14 years older than me and not a huge fan of the New Kids, took me to the concert.
So cool.
There were so many banners lined up before the show. When they came over to me to tell me I won, I was a brace face, high-haired, hysterical 13-year-old girl. I was crying so much I remember some lady telling me if I didn't stop, they wouldn't bring me backstage. I called my parents from a payphone to tell them the news. I could barely talk. They probably thought something horrific had happened. They brought me backstage and honestly, the rest is a blur. So blessed to have this picture of Jordan and I from 1990. Oh, and I had it blown up and framed on my wall until I got married. When I met him again at the Nick and Knight concert, I didn't cry that time, thank goodness. We had our picture taken again. I love putting them side by side. Hashtag remix.
Thanks,
love Wendy.
it. Wendy, that was awesome.
Where are the pictures?
I'm going to have to email her and ask them for
Oh,
them.
okay.
So thank you, Wendy.
Wendy, thank you so much. You're
Yes.
awesome. And
you
I love that story.
We don't have your picture right here, but I did ask you if you would mind sending it, so that way we can put it on the website.
right, and we'll review it, and
Yeah.
everyone else can see it.
Yeah.
Every time I see that thing for Let's Remember, and I see that Arch Deluxe in the corner,
Yes.
I want one.
That was a good episode.
That was a good episode. I liked it.
That was a great episode.
I think that
We
we
should-
should try to make the Arch Deluxe.
We should do a video.
I think we should.
That would be awesome. We should try to make chicken Caesar pitas too, since I have the recipe.
Yes.
Okay, pages.
And did you see that other people remember putting roll-ups?
Yes!
Kim remember putting roll-ups.
Okay, so we're going to do something a little different right now. Our friend Rachel sent us
Oh my god. These
the
are so
audio from the New Kids on the Block 900 line. We have it. She had it. I don't know how she got it, but she has it. So we're going to play it and like react to it.
I'm excited. Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
From Boston, Massachusetts, it's the New Kids. From Boston, Massachusetts, it's the New Kids. On the block. Hi, New Kids on the Block. We're the New Kids on the Block. Hey! Thanks for calling. Word up, you're the first caller on the New Kids hotline. The very first one.
I'm glad that you called. This is Jordan Knight right here. And how you doing? I'm glad that you called. I'll be loving you forever.
Such a romantic. We're going to all introduce ourselves right now so you can get to know our voices, and hopefully we'll get to know yours.
Can I start?
Go ahead, Joe.
All right, this is Joe Bird. Little Joey Joe.
Yeah.
Joe Bird.
He thinks
Like
he's
Larry
a
Bird?
ladies' man, but I really am. Go ahead, Ben.
How's everyone doing?
Rughead.
Hope you haven't fun. Go ahead, Joe. Hello, it's me. Oh, who are you? Me. Say it. It's me, then. It's John. John's very shy.
He's a shy
He's
one.
so shy. Every time he gets on the
You
phone,
just want to know everything.
Can't help it,
You will
guys.
find out about Sean's shyness,
Oh yeah, he will.
but not now.
John, you have to call John.
No.
Hotline.
Donnie?
Yeah, this is Donnie. MC Hip Hop Gangster.
They're just like
Bob's
having
hanging
a
tough
blast.
here with the fellas in the group. And we're
They're
going to
just
tell
effing
you a
around.
secret
I'm going to put
that
this like pipe in.
no one ever,
Yeah.
no one knows
It's
except
funny, though.
you who's listening to this conversation. And the word that Jordan just said, bah. This is a New Kids code word. And every time you call the hotline, we're going to give you a new word. See, sometimes we get these words and we say them all the time amongst each other. You might hear it on the radio or something. And you're like, what are they talking about? Well, now you'll know from the New Kids hotline. I'm going to tell you what bah means. Jordan, do the honors.
Bob means
Negative.
Negatory.
No.
If your mother makes dinner and it smells real nasty and the chicken tastes like wood and she goes, "What are you laughing at? I'm trying to explain something."
That's a boss. See,
That's
Danny
a boss.
is a boss.
Okay,
That's
anyhow,
boss.
what I was saying. And if you don't really want it and she goes, "Honey, do you want some dinner?" You just say, "Boss." That's all.
Word.
And that means no.
Well,
I'd be
thanks for
pissed
calling.
if I
And if you
called.
didn't hear the whole message,
It doesn't
just call
matter.
back because it'll repeat. And don't forget, you can call us all day, all night because we have different messages playing all the time.
Fitting in everything, you know. We just finished I'll Be Loving You video. We're having a good time, so
Yeah.
just call us up. See
All
what
right.
the new kids
We're ready to tell you everything you want to know about the new kids. So just call back
But,
anytime.
Jordan, you made a mistake. They don't have to call back. You just stay on the line and we'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go,
But
John.
you can call back though. If you heard this message, you want to hear another
If you
one.
have to eat,
Call back.
if you have to eat, then we'll go ahead. Bye.
Peace. Say no to drugs. We love you.
Is that really what you got when you called?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, as a 10-year-old, I wouldn't have been pissed. I would have been like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
As an adult now, I'd be like, what? Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's why my dad was trying to peel that sticker off the side of my phone.
Yeah, no kidding. Because they kept saying, you could call back.
Right.
Like, hear new messages, which is sure what they were told to say.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Right, you know.
That's the machine.
But, like, these messages are like 3 minutes long.
Yeah. So it was like $3 the first minute, 99 cents each additional minute. So think about that.
Cheapers.
It's like $5 a call.
Yikes.
And if you wanted to call and hear all the messages, so
Like,
other-
what if you got the same message?
right? But I would listen to it.
Oh, man.
Because I was a kid. Think about, I want to hear, this is a story I want to hear. Who called this line
Yeah.
and got in huge trouble with your parents?
Yes.
I want to hear that
Yes.
because I would have gotten in huge trouble.
And me too.
I mean, like, that goes without saying. That
Yeah.
goes without saying.
Yeah.
But I actually think that our phone, like, couldn't you block
Yeah.
900 numbers? I feel like ours were,
But my parents didn't know how to do that.
but like, I want to hear the story of the parents that got mad because
Yes.
you called New Kids Hotline.
Yes. Or like, tell us if your parents didn't care.
Maybe they let you. Maybe they were like, cool.
Yeah.
And they said, you can call once
Yeah.
or you can call all the time because
Right.
we don't care.
Right.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I would let my child call once.
I
And then
wouldn't.
that would be it.
I wouldn't. That thing's addicting.
Well, that's the fear, though. Like, okay, you call once, and then they want to call again.
Right.
What's one more time?
Right. No. No. I put my foot down. No.
That's Nikki's foot down.
No. No. We will not call any 900 numbers.
Let's listen to another one.
Okay.
Hello. Hey, thanks for calling us again on the New Kids Hotline. Right now, we're going to introduce ourselves and tell you a little bit about each other. Last time we didn't really get into it, so now we're going to tell you all about us.
Yo, I'm
Good
Joe
job.
McIntyre. How's it going out there? Wherever you are, I'd love to see you. And I'm Joe, like I said before, and I'm a Capricorn, and I was born in December, and I'm 16, and I'm just so glad to be talking to you right now.
Joe, you're so happy today.
I am.
What's getting into you
I don't
these
know.
days?
Someone else take over.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll take over. Okay. I'm Jordan Knight. I'm 17
Yeah, you
years old. I was born in 1971 in Worcester, Massachusetts.
What's that?
That's
Oh,
right.
Worcester there.
Worcester.
Nothing.
Worcester, Massachusetts. Okay, let's see. My favorite color is blue. Not dark blue, not navy blue. Not baby blue, but this, you know, that in-between blue. I do play... Oh, that was dry, Joe.
He's a jazz pianist, but
I like to play the piano, jazz. And it's time for Danny because I'm taking up too much time. Go ahead, Danny.
Hello.
hey,
Hey.
I'm Danny, Daniel William Wood, and my nickname
Hey.
is Pop McCloud. And I'm 18. I was born on May 14th, 1970.
oh yeah.
And, John. Oh, me. Hey, oh, thank you. About myself. Well, I'm very shy. I don't know what to say. Say something. John is so shy. Well, let me see. My name is Jonathan. That's my full name. I won't tell you my middle name, but it's kind of goofy. Rashly! Hey! You weren't supposed to say that. All right. Well, anyway, it's okay. Because only you know, so just don't tell nobody. I was born November 29th, 1970, and... Donnie, you have to go to the bathroom or something. You're jumping up and down. To everyone out there, my name is Donnie Wahlberg. I'm 18 years old. I go by the zodiac sign of Leo. And I'm sure if you ever seen us in concert, you heard me say that before. But anyway, the lovable Leo. I understand I was born August 17th, 1930. All right. I had a piece of hamburger stuck in my throat. Anyway, thank you for calling. Call us back. If you didn't hear the entire message, hang on. It'll repeat itself. And if you want to hear another message, just call us back anytime. We appreciate your call. Hey! Hang tough with the new kids. We love you. Goodbye. Say no to drugs and peace. Goodbye. 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 Whatever.
Yeah. So these are not different from what I would have expected them to be.
No. And by the way, we do not own the rights to these.
No, we do not own the rights to these.
Right. These were given to us by Rachel. I'm assuming that they were hers.
Right. We don't know where they really came from.
Right.
But
exactly.
we have them and we are sharing them. And if for some reason someone comes along and says you can't share them, then we're going to take this out of the podcast.
Right. Or this whole episode will be gone.
But
so if this whole episode's gone, then you know why.
And you're not hearing this.
Right.
But these are interesting.
Very interesting.
But I guess it would be if you think about it, this is what, 1988?
Yeah.
So this is 1988, like fall, 88.
Yeah.
And they're recording these. And at the time...
Wait, how do we know it's fall?
Because Donnie has turned 18.
Oh!
So it's after August. Like, it's after his birthday. But it's before... Joe's birthday. That
was so intelligent.
I had my moments.
Wow, Brooke, I'm impressed.
So
we know it's fall.
Right. And I feel like it's cool because they're answering the questions that their fans at the time wanted to know.
Right.
Like they're speaking to their fans.
Like what's Danny's nickname?
Puff McCloud?
Puff McCloud?
Is that something to do with his hair?
And that's what he signed on the bedsheet.
What? It is?
What it says, doesn't it? No, that's Danny Wood. I feel like he signed something Puff McCloud. Like, I feel like I've seen that before. Or Puff. I've seen Puff. Somewhere.
I don't know, but that's funny.
I was wrong on the bedsheet. It just says Danny Wood, and it says...
This is something.
Beantown. Beantown number 1?
Well, it must be number 1. He wouldn't write number 2.
I like how he put a little mouth like this. Ah.
So, yeah, these are interesting.
Yeah.
But they kind of remind me of like what you would read in like a Teen Beat magazine back then.
Yeah.
This is the stuff I would have wanted to hear.
Me too.
Now, I'm like,
yeah.
It's okay.
It's anticlimactic.
It really is.
But it's still pretty cool.
It is. Well, it's really cool because they're so old. Like, this is 30 years ago.
Right.
This is 30 years ago.
That's crazy.
That is crazy to think about. Oh, my God. Anyway.
Well, we have more.
And we'll probably just play them.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want to hear more, maybe we'll put some more on.
Maybe we'll add some at another episode. But
yeah.
There's a couple.
There's a lot.
I mean, there's like 12 of them here.
Yeah.
So there's a couple for you.
But again, we just wanted to let everybody know they're not ours.
Right.
We got them from Rachel, and that was very cool that she gave them to us. But we're like, we don't own the rights to them. So
Correct.
We're just saying that.
Putting it out there.
Putting it out there.
Show me that smile again.
Show me that smile.
Don't waste another minute of you crying. All right, here we go. This is Kelly's story. Actually, this is her Boston Diary.
The best is yet Wait. The best is waiting
waiting
in. As long as we've got each other.
We got the world spinning right in our hands, baby, rain or shine, all the time. We got each other, sharing the laughter and love. Yeah. Oh, we missed.
That was pretty good.
All right.
So,
This is Kelly's Boston Diary.
right. So this is her actual diary.
Right.
Like she wrote it in her diary way back in the day. And this
she
is
has
it.
shared it
She
with us.
shared her diary with us.
to share with you.
That is right.
So here we go.
Here we go.
I recently came across my Boston Diary from a trip in August 1996 with some of my friends. I met so many wonderful friends being a New Kids fan. Some were pen pals, some I met while in Boston, but many have remained friends to this day. But those trips to Boston were some of the best, most fun, and most exciting experiences of my life. This diary has been edited to cut out most of the boring, routine stuff, but this was a pretty typical trip to Boston. I'm so thankful for being able to experience meeting the guys back then. So here you go. That was my elbow.
August 12th, 1996.
On Monday morning,
Sorry. One more time. Ready? August 12th, 1996.
On Monday morning, we drove by Donnie's and Alma's car was there.
Oh.
We didn't stay though. We went to Joe's and there were about 6 or 7 cars in his driveway.
Was he having a party?
The gates were open. We hung out for a little while when Judy came out, got in her car and pulled off.
Who's Judy?
She looked over and I waved to her and she waved back.
Hey, Judy.
A little bit later, Alice left too.
Who's Alice?
Then we saw Kate and Trisha
Oh, wait,
with
I
Leah
think-
and Kayla.
I think Alice is a sister.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Judy's a sister too?
Maybe. I think he has a lot of them. So
Yeah, because Kate and Trisha with Leah and Kayla. I don't know who those people are, but
but they were having a little family pool party, so they must be family.
yeah, must be.
We could see Joe in the backyard, but he wasn't looking our way. Then Kate and Leah left and Trisha closed the gate, so we took that as our cue to leave. We stopped to pick up a friend who lives in Boston and then headed back to Donnie's. As we're driving towards his house, we saw the Suburban pass us, but it was Joe Kelsey, Donnie's cousin, in it. We went to the house and just chilled for a little while. We saw the gates open, and a few minutes later, Donnie came creeping down the driveway in the Acura. He snuck off, and then the cops came, so we had to leave.
Well, the cops came.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We left and went to Burger King, and then we went back to Donnie's.
So I wonder who called the cops.
I don't know.
Like, did they? Because like they were hanging out at the house,
Or did they just like drive by and they thought, well, I guess that's our cue to go?
maybe.
Joe Kelsey had just pulled up in the Suburban and went inside. A little later, Joe Kelsey and some other guy came out and went over to the Suburban. Then Donnie walked out of the garage and got in the Suburban too. As they were backing out of the driveway, another car pulls up and this guy got out and got in the Suburban with them. Kelsey rolled down his window and I could see Donnie in the passenger seat. He waved our way and these girls from New York ran over to the Suburban, so me and my friends went over too. He didn't get out, so we all kind of leaned in the window and got pics with him. After I got my picture, I asked him if I could get a kiss. He cracked a smile and gave me a little nod, so I kissed him on the lips.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
We all got our pictures and thanked him and then left.
August 13th, 1996.
First thing Tuesday morning, we checked out Donnie's, but it was deserted. We left and decided to drop off our Donnie pictures at the Ritz camera on Boylston. This was back when you had to have them developed.
Hey, Ritz camera.
Hey.
Hey.
We parked in the Prudential garage and went into the Prudential Center to get something to eat at the food court. Then we did a little shopping. I had to buy Donnie a birthday card.
After all, it was almost his birthday.
And we all got some postcards to send our friend Casey, who was supposed to come on this trip with us.
Oh.
We went to the post office to mail the postcards off when Krista said, "Is that Tony?" Tony Haley, Jordan's friend/assistant. We hurried up and left while Tony got Jordan's mail.
It's
What?
so like crazy to me how all these girls knew like all these people.
I know. This is like pre-internet.
Right. And somehow like they all I had no idea. But maybe
I
the
know.
clam bake helped.
Maybe, yeah.
Was this pre-clam bake or post-clam bake?
This is post-clam bake.
So maybe
Yeah.
she knew because of the clam bake. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because she met all the family there.
True.
Ah.
Yes.
Aha.
That makes sense.
Aha.
We-
Or maybe she just knew. And like all
Right.
these other girls.
Right. And they all kept contact like pen pals and stuff. And
Yeah, they wrote it in their book. Like they probably had that one of those what they call
Yeah,
book books.
yeah.
What are they called?
I forget, but I know what you mean.
Slam books. Sorry, I got excited. Slam books. That's what they're called.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Isn't a slam book like? Isn't that like a Mean Girl thing?
No, I don't think so. I think that these were like you just write on pages.
Oh,
Maybe
and like share them.
Maybe it is. Maybe a slam book is a bad thing.
I think it is. I think a slam book is like a Regina George thing.
Is it like the composition book?
Yeah.
That one.
What one?
The one from junior high, middle school.
Oh yeah.
The comp book.
Yeah. That's exactly what that is.
You know what you did.
That's exactly what that is. I kind of forgot about that.
I never forget. I'm like a freaking elephant. If you do something to me, I know.
You know.
You know what you did.
Nikki knows.
You know what you did.
We walked back towards the food court, all the while with Tony walking directly behind us. Right when we got to the food court, I just happened to look to my right and saw Jordan walk through some doors.
What you did, Jordan?
What the frig? Like, they're
not even like
looking for Jordan.
No, and
he's just there.
They just happened to drop off the kid. Oh, here's Jordan Knight. Just like they just went to like that's crazy.
That is crazy. I said, "There's Jordan," barely above a whisper to get the others to stop. He was talking to some guy, and then Tony walked up to him. The other guy walked away, and I decided to go up to him. I said, "Jordan, do you have a minute?" He turned around and looked at me. He smiled, started to laugh, and pointed at me as he said, "You! I see you all the time." I was like, "You see me all the time? I haven't seen you in like 4 months." He just smiled and said, "Well, you look so familiar to me." About this time, a bunch of other fans came up behind Jordan and he turned around. Then he turned back to me and said, "Let's go over here."
What?
Motioning to an area out of the way.
When Jordan Knight says, "Let's go over here," you go with him.
You go. Oh, you go.
You're like, "I'm there. I was there yesterday.
I was there last month." And I will always be there. We walked over. We walked over to the smaller walkway, and then he turned back to Tony. We waited a minute, and then he and Tony walked over into the food court. A few minutes later, he came out of the food court. He looked over at me and then walked towards the escalators. I think he would have come back over to talk and take pictures if other fans hadn't shown up. The other fans all grabbed their stuff and ran after him. We were just going to go. When we got to the escalators, the other fans were coming back, and we heard them saying something about Tony had told them to leave him alone and that he's really busy. We just went back to the garage, got in the car, and went to Ritz to get our Donnie pictures. Then we went to Joe's house. About a half hour later, Joe came out of the house whistling. As he was walking across the street to meet us, some lost guy stopped Joe and asked him for directions. Then he walked over to us and said, "Hi, how are ya?" He was in such a good mood. Then he said, "Picture time?" But I stopped him and said, "No. First, you got to do us a really big favor."
First, you got to do us a really big favor.
Oh, okay. First, you got to do us a really big favor. Can you sign this picture for our friend Casey? She was supposed to come with us, but her mom got sick and she couldn't make it. I handed him a picture of him. That is nice. I handed him a picture of him with Casey from when she had met him in the marker. He looked at the picture and went, "Aw." He started to sign the picture, and Krista told him Casey, so he spelled it right. Then our friend Wendy got him to sign a picture that she took from the previous April. He looked at it and said, "You always seem to catch me on bad hair days."
What?
He ran his hands through his hair, and he said he needed a haircut. We said, "You just got one." He said, "But I need another one." How did they know he just got a haircut?
I don't know.
We all got pictures, and then Angelique asked him, "So what have you been up to?" He just said, "Loads." Wendy said, "Like what?" He said, "Can't tell ya." And then he said, kind of quiet, "Psych."
Hey, that was totally 90s.
That was totally 90s.
That was totally 90s.
Then we just talked a little about where we were from, how long we've been waiting for him, and how long we were going to be in town. He said something like, "Well, have fun." And we all thanked him, and he walked back across the street. We got in the car and left. Note: August 14 and 15 are edited out, as we only had Danny, Donnie, and Jordan sightings, but no interactions.
August 16th, 1996.
On Friday, we got to Donnie's at about noon, but he was already gone. We headed to Shaw's and ended up getting Donnie a birthday cake,
Shaw's.
a dozen red roses, and a balloon.
Wow.
We went back to the house, and Joe Kelsey was talking to these girls in the car in front of us. He ended up coming to us and talking to us for a while. He told us that Donnie wasn't going to be home until 9 that night, so we left and dropped the cake off at the motel and went into the city. We decided to go to the food court at the Prudential Center, and get something to eat. We had just gotten to the food court when a bunch of people screamed.
This is insane. They are not even looking.
I know.
They are not even looking for any of them.
But, like, here we are. Here they are.
Why didn't we go to Boston more often?
Because we were in 1996. That was the summer of 96.
Oh, wait a second.
That was an epic summer.
That was our summer.
That
was the summer of 96. Park Mix 96.
Yep. You can see through the glass ceiling that some guy had jumped out of a window. Of one of the Prudential apartment buildings.
Oh, jeez.
It wasn't Jordan's building. It was a Fairfield. Okay, so
that
was not what we thought it was going to be, actually.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
sorry.
Scratch everything we just said.
Yeah. Oh, that's
well,
awful.
Needless to say, we lost our appetites and decided to leave. I just drove around in shock for a little bit, and we ended up in Jamaica Plain.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah. We went down Orchard Street, and Joe's dog, Paris, was outside, so we stopped and played with her for a little bit. We picked up my friends and headed back to Donnie's, but he was already home. He didn't come out, so we left. We went back to the motel and went to sleep.
August 17th, 1996.
We got up pretty early on Saturday and got to Donnie's by 10 a.m. Some of my friends pulled up shortly after we got there. Little by little, more fans showed up. I think there were probably about 30 there. Wow. A little while later, a car pulled up, and it was Larry. He wrote and produced music with Donnie and 2 other guys. They went in the house, and a little bit later, Donnie and them came out and got in the Suburban. They didn't go anywhere, though. Donnie was just listening to some music. He had it up loud enough for us to hear it. It must have been something he was working on, and he wanted to see our reaction to it. He kept looking over at us. It was dope. Then he got out of the Suburban and started to go back into the garage, but someone stopped him and asked if he was going to come over and take pics. He said for us to give him an hour or so, that he had work to do. Well, about 4 hours later, he pulled out in the Suburban. We thought he was just going to leave, but he honked the horn for us to come over. Almost everyone ran to the driver's side, but we went over to the passenger side and he rolled down the window. I had the roses, Trisha had the cake, Angela had the cards, and Angelique had the balloon. He saw the cake and smiled big time. He said he was going to pick up Jordan, that they had a session, and for us to come back at 8:30. I gave him the roses and he said thanks. Angela gave him the cards too. As he was telling us to come back at 8:30, the cops pulled up, so we let Donnie leave, and we got back in our cars. The cop had overheard that come back at 8:30 and was like, I don't care what he said, don't come back. Ha! We killed some time and then went back to Donnie's at 8:30. Everyone was back, including the cops.
Oh, jeez.
I kind of got into it with him, and he said if we came back that night, we would be arrested.
Well, I wouldn't mess around with that.
We left, and I drove down to Christie's. I parked for a while and cried a bit, and we tried to come up with a plan as to what to do. Finally, we decided to go back to the Motel 6 and switch cars, and we got Angela and Trisha's car and went back, hoping the cop wouldn't recognize a different car. But only 4 of us could fit in their car. As we drove by his house, he was standing in the driveway talking to some girls. We parked the car, jumped out, and ran up to him. Trisha explained about the cops, and Donnie was all like, where's my cake? Why didn't you bring it? Oh. Trisha said she needed a hug, so he hugged her. I was like, Donnie, I think we need hugs all around. So he gave us all hugs, and then he said something about pictures. I was the only one who had a camera, so I took a pic of Trisha and Angela with him. Then I got a pic. He gave me another hug, and I kissed him again. Then my other friend got her picture with him. Then we all talked for a couple of minutes, and he said, I want my cake. Y'all gotta come back tomorrow and bring my cake. I was paranoid about coming back because of the cops, so I asked him if we came back, could we ring the buzzer and let him know we were there. He thought about it for a second, then said, yeah, ring the buzzer. He gave us all hugs, and I kissed him once more, and we said goodbye. As we were walking down the driveway, the cop pulled up again. We ran back up the driveway and tried to hide behind Donnie, and we were like, Donnie, help! He just told us to walk real fast to the car. We hurried, and I hopped in the back seat, and Trisha went to start the car, and it wouldn't start.
Oh, no.
She ended up having to ask the cop to call AAA so she could get the car jump-started. Meanwhile, the others decided to walk to Christie's, a local convenience store.
I remember Christie's.
To call our friends so they would know what was going on. Larry came out to see if we were all right, and Donnie was looking out the window. But then we got the car started, and we left.
August 18th, 1996.
On Sunday, we got to Donnie's about noon, but he was already up and gone. We rang the buzzer just in case Joe Kelsey had taken the Suburban, but there was no answer. We waited down the street for a little bit, but then we had to leave, so we never got to give Johnny his cake. We made the rounds one last time, and while we were driving through JP,
Jamaica Plain,
we saw Mr. McIntyre. He told us to come back to his house in about 10 minutes. So we checked out Joe's. He wasn't home. And then we went back to Mr. McIntyre's. We walked for a minute, played with Paris, and then Mr. Mac invited us in the house and showed us some home video stuff of Joe on TV.
He was a national treasure.
Yep.
He was a national treasure. Oh my gosh. He was like, come on in and see my son.
That
I'm
is
so
precious.
Damn proud of him.
That is precious.
Oh my gosh.
It was nearly 2:30 and my flight was at 4:30, so we had to leave. We said our goodbyes and headed to the airport.
So that was that was her diary from 1996.
That's crazy.
That was insane.
That really, for real.
Like,
I can't believe that. Like, I still can't get over Jordan just, like, was there.
yeah.
Wherever they were.
Right.
The food court. Or,
Yeah.
That's insane. And she has pictures. So let's look at the pictures.
Yeah, let's look at them. So the first picture is like Donnie, and he's wearing like a
Very 96.
very 96. He's wearing a baseball hat, and he looks the same
Yeah.
because it looks like he hasn't aged a day.
Right.
And someone's got his hand around him, like an arm around him, and he's wearing like a checkered shirt. Would you call it a checkered
It's
shirt?
like a plaid, like a small print plaid, like button up type of shirt.
Yeah.
You'll see the picture on the website.
And he has a goatee. Look at those eyes.
What's that on his face?
Oh my gosh, he's got like a kiss mark on his face.
It looks like lipstick, yeah.
Oh my gosh. The next picture is Kelly with Donnie,
Yeah.
and he's in the passenger seat, and he's taking. Oh, the next picture is of Joe and his blue eyes.
Look at those eyebrows.
Ah, look at
those
him.
eyebrows.
Would you please look at him? Would you please look at those teeth?
He's got nice teeth.
Ah, look at him. That's
That
I
is
have a type. I have a type.
that is Nikki's Joe right there.
Woo! All he's missing is the puffy coat, puffy
Yep.
vest.
Yep. But that is your Joe. Like, imagine in high school.
Well, it's like between that and like 2000 because I liked him.
Yeah.
It was a little rough in 2000. I like that.
I liked that too.
Rough
just
him up
saying.
a little bit.
There's Kelly and Donnie.
And he was wearing a polo shirt. It's like green and plaid. It's very 90s.
Very 90s.
Very stylish for the 90s.
And then more pictures.
Yep.
Another picture of Donnie.
He's smiling.
So
That's
you can
it.
see those all on our website.
Yeah, we'll put them on our website.
So that was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Kelly. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
that was great. So, like, I can't believe that all these girls used to do that.
I know. And they were like Jordan, I see you all the time.
Like, they... She's like, it's been 4 months. But, like, these girls used to, like, take trips to Boston. Like, I can't remember, somebody was telling me that they had met up with this girl that came by herself. Like, her parents didn't know, and she came from, like, Spain or something. And, like, flew to Boston.
Yes.
Somebody was telling us
I don't
that.
remember, but I remember hearing that. Yeah.
Like, I want to hear that story.
For real.
Like, you
For real.
just flew into Boston, and, like, how did you know where to go? And, like, did you meet up with friends, or, like...
I know. Could someone please lay this out for us?
We would like to know.
How that all came together, or it just, I don't know. Like, how did the world work? Obviously we know, because I feel like we were born in a great time.
Yeah.
Because we remember what life was like before the internet, like before
Right.
smartphones,
Right.
before social media. But we also know what it's like with.
Right. We got to grow up with it.
Right. But like sometimes you forget, and we were young.
Like, did you have one of those books, and what was it called?
Right. Did you like write letters to each other and then like send them out to multiple people? Or did you talk? Did you do like a party line?
Yeah.
Like 3-way calling?
Yeah.
I mean, 96, yes. You could email, like we had internet.
Right,
But not
right.
everybody had it. It wasn't
No.
like not everybody had it.
No.
So it's not like everyone was just on like AOL.
Right.
But some of you probably were.
Right.
I don't know. I just think it's really interesting.
Some of you were in that New Kids on the Block chat room with me.
Yep. Some of you were in that teen chat.
I'm looking for Joey McIntyre.
Some of you went into the 20-something
I
chat.
told you
and
about
you shouldn't have.
getting. I chatted with somebody that said they was Joey McIntyre. We talked about this, didn't we? We talked about this.
Did we
right?
talk about this? I don't remember.
And like he knew stuff. You remember that?
I don't remember. Well, I remember it, but I don't.
Like he knew stuff. Like I wonder if it was him. And why didn't I keep screen grabs and stuff of that stuff?
Because we didn't.
I didn't really. I knew how to do print screen.
Yeah, but we didn't know to
Put it into Paint.
Yeah.
I just like you used to do that. I wish I had the common sense to have done that.
Right.
To be like, Joey McIntyre, was this your screen name? Probably not.
No, I don't know. Probably not.
Because I was like, at that time it was like before 2000s.
Right.
It was like right around this time, like 96, 97, 98.
Mm-hmm.
And I would talk to him occasionally, and I would tell you about it, and you were like, Nikki,
that's not Joe McIntyre.
it's not Joey McIntyre. I'm like, but I really think it is. It could be.
I don't think it was.
No.
But we should ask him when we get him on the podcast what his AOL screen name was.
Yeah.
Maybe it will ring a bell.
Lance was I am Poo-Foo.
Right.
Remember when I asked him and I got confirmation?
I remember.
On Twitter? I used to write you emails, Lance, and you responded once. Do you remember?
I remember that.
That was crazy.
I remember that. That was crazy.
Freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
What? That was all over the place. Yeah, that was all over the place. Well, that was awesome.
Yeah. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for
appreciate
listening. Yeah. And you know what we should do?
What's that?
We should take a second to thank our Patreon peeps.
That sounds nice.
So let's just go down through the list and
Okay.
thank them. So we're going to take a second to thank our Patreon peeps.
Yes, we are.
We're going to go
Back and forth?
Yep, go
Let's
ahead.
do it. All right. So thank you to Amanda C.,
Amanda G,
Amber D.,
Amy H,
Amy S.,
Andrea S,
Anna Maria F.,
Candace C,
Carmen Z.,
Charlene BL. I wonder who that is.
Chrissy S.,
Christian S,
Christina,
Dawn H,
Deepa P.,
Denise N,
Diana R.,
Haley C,
Heather B.,
Jackie B,
Jennifer M.,
Jennifer M,
A.,
Jennifer C,
Jennifer J.,
Jennifer L,
Jennifer M.,
actually Jennifer R,
Jennifer M.,
Jerusha C,
Jessica C.,
Jessica R,
Jill J.,
Joy S,
Kelly M.,
Kelly W,
Kimberly K.,
Kristen H,
Christine C.,
Lindsay M,
Maria P.,
Marie E,
Michelle M.,
Misty I,
Nicole D.,
Sandy A,
Sarah M.,
Sharon M,
Stacie C.,
Stephanie H,
Tara Y.
Vanessa M.
We did it!
Yay!
Thanks, guys.
Yay! We love you guys. You
Thank
guys
you
are
so
awesome.
much.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I will get those things mailed out ASAP, I promise. Now, for the patrons that have been 1 year, we have something special coming for you that are being made. And it might be a little bit longer.
Right.
The 1 year bracelet. So
Okay.
but I think it will be worth it. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Fingers
Yeah,
crossed it will be worth it.
Fingers crossed.
Because I just emailed the guy and I said, are you mailing them? Are you sending them? And he said, yes.
That is good news.
I was like, what's going on here? Let's go. So they were I was under the impression they were supposed to be here not last week, but the week before.
Right.
And then I thought they would come last week. That's why I said
Right.
we'll be doing last week. And so as soon as they're here, we will be mailing everything out. Because I want everybody to get everything at the same time.
Correct.
So
Thanks for your patience.
yes, thank you so much for your patience.
And thanks for being Patreon peeps.
Yes.
We love you. We
Yes.
appreciate you.
And thank you for listening.
I know.
You guys are awesome. Like, we
For reals.
appreciate you just listening to the podcast. Like,
And share us with a friend.
Yeah, please do. Please share us with a friend. If you like us, we would really appreciate you sharing us with someone you love.
Right.
Delilah.
Love someone tonight.
I'd like to hear Richard Marx. I'll be waiting for you. Wait, that's not what song. Right here waiting for you. Not I'll be
love
waiting.
Richard Marx.
Bow, 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 bow.
I'd like to hear some Celine Dion.
Yes, please.
I'd
I'd like to hear some
REO Speedwagon.
Yes. Should have seen by the look. No. I should have. No. I should have known by the tone of my voice. I don't know. It's late. It's late.
It is, so.
It's later than we normally do, so.
It's actually not that late.
It's not that late, but it's like.
But it's late. I mean.
It's late for us usually on our schedule.
Yeah, and it's dark. And
Yeah.
it's cold, you guys.
Yeah.
Blah.
Yeah.
All right.
We're wrapping up.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank
we love
you.
you. Mwah,
Love you.
mwah, mwah.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. This is Stephanie. I just finished listening to episode 100, and I wanted to call in and say congratulations on 100 episodes, and thank you so much for all the time, energy, and love you pour into the podcast. I'm sitting here waiting to walk into work in the snow for the second time this week. It never snows this early in the year in Missouri, so it was wonderful reliving some moments of the cruise on my way in the snow. So thank you for that. My story will be hopefully done soon, and I will send it to you. It was an amazing first cruise, and I'm still in disbelief that I actually got to be there in person and experience it all. I wish I would have gotten a chance to hang out with you guys a little more, but I am glad I did get to meet you. And just wanted to say thanks. And now it's time to start listening to a little Thankful Unwrapped because it looks like Christmas. So, hey, I'm going to bust out the Christmas tunes because I refuse to let the PCD set in. It hasn't. I just keep riding the wave of all this love and enjoyed seeing the guys in L.A. And thank you, Charlene, and everybody that posted pictures and lives. It was really exciting to be on my lunch hour and get to experience a little bit of that. So this community is so awesome because we all kind of get to be a part of every little thing that happens. So thank you. And look forward to the mixtape tour. May can't get here soon enough. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hi, it's Johnny Wahlberg. No, it's not. It's Mrs. Riquelme. I just love that voicemail and that part when he said hi and bye. It's one of my most favorite memories, getting to witness that voicemail being left. I just love it so much, and I'm so happy that I got to hear it on the podcast Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And I just left work in Tribeca, and I'm heading to Yonkers to meet up with Miss Maria. We're going on a little road trip this weekend. So, bye.
End of messages.
File's done.